You're listening to 1069 Click FM, live in color.
Congratulations, everybody. We have made it back to Thursday Night Football, the only Thursday Night Football that counts, and that is the Canadian Football League. And we have an early in the season power struggle. Who is the most impressive undefeated team? Is it the Ottawa Redblacks or the Montreal Alouettes? Why don't we say something righteous and hopeful for a change? Exactly, True North. Rest in peace, Donald Sutherland. Anybody under a certain age probably knows him as that guy. It is a reaction gif pointing at his finger with the open mouth going, yeah, with the sort of like blonde curly hair, 70s looking picture. That's Donald Sutherland. Meanwhile, over in the game, they've still apparently got 5 more minutes of clips to play over on TSN, or maybe to hype up the halftime show one more time. But hi, I'm Jim B here on 1069 Click FM. I hope you're all doing well. Got a little bit distracted. I have no idea why, but I know what can get me focused again is getting out the link for the bingo, because that ensures that now I have to care about what's going on. And now I just heard thunder outside. Fantastic. Well, let's see how long this stream lasts. And while I'm waiting for the actual game to start, and they give me the FanDuel odds tracker to start taking down. Oh, I can even get my card ready. And please don't get Pyramid. Please don't get Pyramid. I put Pyramid on as a space because I thought, yeah, what the hell? Why not? I don't want Pyramid. Card number 3 for Logan. Gotcha. All right, Luke, no worries. Meantime, the thing that has been in the back of my mind is how is Ottawa going to handle the Alouettes defense, which in my mind is one of the more frightening things about them. And yeah, they get they dropped their Grey Cup championship banner at the home stadium. That's very nice. Oh no, now they're doing it. It's going to be one of those 10 minutes later starts. I think it is. Well, now we know. For going forward, now we know. Oh, and this is another one? Oh, MKI. I'm sure you'll have an opinion about this. Doris Burke as their assistant head coach. It's not showing up for me. The only thing I'm getting are stories about her making a joke about Caitlin Clark. They did hire J.J. Redick, according to MKI earlier, but I'm not sure why they would have been hiring an analyst. Would seem a little bit odd to me. But yeah, it is a good. You're right, Tian. It is a good. It is a good opportunity to thank our sponsor for this evening, the Home Depot, North America's leading hardware and home improvement retail store. 200 locations throughout the least shameful parts of North America, and now in Assumption, Illinois. Thank you for backing us up through the NHL season and now through the CFL. And oh dear, the Oilers have found life again. We are giving Alberta confidence, and that is the last thing that they need out there. And the only part of my original Stanley Cup, or for this Stanley Cup final, the one thing I remember saying about it was that if Edmonton was going to win, I think they would have to do it in 7. And look where the hell we are, really. Oh well. Well, at the very least, I know they've got to have a schedule blocked off for that already. When would be the possible Game 7? Oh, of course it would be on Monday. Yeah, no, this makes a little bit of sense. Oh. All those years of missing cool stuff by having to work Saturday nights, and now I miss Game 7s by having to do my so-called radio show. Oh, Bev Lorette can win the $1 million on the kickoff. Get a look at Cody Fajardo, who will be starting today for the Alouettes. And oh yeah, Drew Brown. All right, the kickoff has been received. Initial kickoff had a hard hit on the stop. Ooh. Oh, James Letcher Jr. taking the hard hit on the kickoff return. All right. Cody Fajardo and company are now out on the field. Best of luck with your bingo cards if you decide to play. I'm going to pin that at the top of the chat for anybody else who might want to join in. They spend 3 in the option on the far side for a wide receiver screen and find a seam cutting back inside. That is Philpott for the Alouettes, and a first down on the first play of the game. Oof. Oh boy. It feels like it's right overhead. So, I might get a power outage or completely go away, folks. If that happens, you got warned, and I apologize. Meantime, they will try the running game again, and quick tackle by the interior, maybe a gain of 2. Every time now, ever since Ever since the University of Virginia incident, I've had to listen to the announcers pronounce the name just in case they say it in a funny way. But by the way, Philpott just got a huge catch down the far sideline. Might have gotten away with a little bit of shove, but let's take a look. Maybe. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where was the line between push off and hand fight. Yeah, I think he only shoved the guy's hand away, so wasn't going to get called for that. And Montreal's already down to the Ottawa 21. Fajardo just misses the first attempt and has to fall over after a gain of 1. And a late flag they're going to call roughing the... And they're going to call him for unnecessary or, misconduct because they went in to hit as he was falling to the ground. Oh. Let's see. Initial pressure by the edge rusher drives Fajardo forward. And yeah. And they call it officially a roughing the passer half the distance to the goal. That is a rough start for the Redblacks. So they have essentially just helped Montreal get down the field with what seems like little to no effort. First and goal from the 10. They try to get a quick pick going, but a great tackle by number 28 for the Redblacks will prevent an easy walk into the end zone. That was a different Fletcher on that quick bootleg, but thankfully some good open field tackling. Down to second and goal at the Ottawa 6. Only option on the near side. Pressure flushes Fajardo from the pocket. He's going to have to try to run for it, and he will. Yeah, so if you have QB rushing touchdown, mark that off on your cards. It wasn't really the first thing that I thought we were going to check off, but hey, I'll take it. He was able to tease them, hold them just enough by pretending to pass, and John Pisonic from New Westminster, British Columbia, has won himself a gift card. It is true and through, and just like that, woof. It is already a 7-0 lead for Montreal. Well, let's see if Ottawa can get themselves a good response to just a very, very rough drive and a costly as hell penalty. Let's hope that's not a bad sign of things to come for the rest of this game. Yeah, we'll pause it around there. I know we had 11 and change when we went to commercial. I gotta hope they're doing everything they can to stay cool. from my few adolescent memories of doing sports in summer weather. It's if you don't know how to handle it, or if you're not regularly training it, it's a rough time. Like you just feel like your life is just continuously sweating out the top of your head. All right, let's see. Oh, they got just. All right, very quick recap of the first drive because they didn't have to do much. Mm-hmm. Oh, don't worry, True North. I'm aware of which world we currently live in here in the good old U.S. of A. All right. They do get wrapped up on the 40, unfortunately, at that return and go no further. Down to 11:09. Oh my God, that's right. I forgot all about last week and the lightning delay. Oh no. Oh, please, not another lightning delay. Not for a while. A lot of big noise being made here in Alouette. They overload the near side with the option. He holds and throws to the far side, and it's out of the receiver's hands, and I think we're about to get... Oh, damn, they brought him down, so no pick six, but... Oh, woof. That is an interception on the very first play for the Redblacks on offense. So yeah, mark off interception on your cards if you have it. Damn. All right, well, at least now we have points, potential for points off a turnover, same drive, and if Ottawa's defense can't find a way, I think that may be very, very easily done. Because that was at least a 20-yard return. Wasn't able to figure out exactly which yardage marker he was taken down at. We'll get rid of that. Oh, good. At least I get to mark off interception. That's comforting. And also, credit to CFL Plus this week. The video and the sound are actually synced up. So, all right. Points to CFL Plus for getting it right. What the hell happened over in... Oh, I knew that the AL West was a pit of misery, but... Oh, yeah, we got some good parity going over in the NL Central as well. Cards are under 500, just under 500, and they're 7.5 games back. Oh my goodness, we're having a challenge for a penalty. They're charging for pass interference. So check off challenging the penalties. Holy hell, we could get this reversed. Oh no, not Andrew Wakefield. And he can't get the team name right. And Ottawa is now out of challenges and have lost a timeout. Woof. So yeah, he got down to the 10. So seems like we were just here. 2 weeks until freedom. And a great paw down. Julian Grant had to reach for that one, but the Ottawa defender reached just a little bit farther. Oh yeah, Luke. Oh, and meanwhile, Montreal is now challenging for pass interference. Oh, there's the tug. Oh, they're going to nail him for that. So, so far, Ottawa is essentially kicking themselves in the crotch. Oh man. Well, this is off to a rough start. Fantastic. How did anything go in baseball today? Let's see if there's anything that can shock me. Okay, Orioles beat up on the Yankees 17-5. So, cool. A victory for all involved. Royals beat the Athletics 3-2. Astros beat the White Sox 5-3, as they should. Guardians took one back from the Mariners 6-3. And Twins just barely fall to the Rays 7-6. Oh yeah, meanwhile, Brewers and the Padres, they don't get started for another hour and 45 minutes, thereabouts. All right, Action Central. Sorry, Command Center. Still looking at things. I mean, even if they look at the one replay that we got, which shows a very definite tug going on. And the ball is on the 1. First down. Woof. Well, I better get that scoreboard ready. I think we're going to have to update it again. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. What a effort by Evans to just charge through the tackle and pull himself into the end zone with a dude around his waist. Hunter has a grip on him, but he cannot bring him to the ground. Oh. After review, orange drink is not the same as orange juice. Yeah, that's a real brand, isn't it? Orange drink? Also, Luke, is there any possibility that because as I saw it, the Lib Dems were only like a couple seats away in the latest projection from getting more seats than the Conservative. Are we going to get that silly, or is it just going to be silly and painful? what the hell happened with the... Oh. Oh, Gunnar Henderson. Of course. He had a busy day. Let's see, Rutschman and... Meanwhile, the Yankees just is essentially a pitcher an inning for them. Woof. They went through Luis Gil, who got bombarded for 7 runs. He didn't make it out of the second. And then it was just Tompkin through Trevino doing damage control the rest of the way. Yikes. All right, well, we will... Well, hopefully the Brewers don't get affected by either the travel or the simple fact of having to be in San Diego. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't do too great for us last season, so, best of luck with him. Ended up losing his job to Charlie Lindgren. All right, so are they actually going to use Armstead on the ground this time, or... Well, he is in the game right now. They'll send all their option receivers. Oh, no, they handed off to one of the option receivers as an extra runner out of the backfield, and he maybe gets 3 yards before getting stopped by Sankey. PL, Dubois, and Ovi together. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be making Rice Krispie treats together by week 2. It'll be perfect. Alouettes threaten blitz on the far side of the line and then drop back into coverage. And they can't complete the pass. Looking for Armstead out of the backfield and nothing to do for the Redblacks on this drive except get 2 and out. Give it away. Wow, we just barely avoided a blocked punt. Meantime, got a couple people trying to avoid the rush of the oncoming defenders, and number 89, Letcher Jr., makes it nearly to the 50-yard line. So, yeah, once again, everything's coming up Montreal. All right, here we go again. And they will have a handoff to start things off, so that won't go anywhere. Or will Montreal just try to run the ball a lot to start killing time because they trust in their defense to hold Ottawa? And we'll go for it on the far side. Do they get it inbounds? Yeah, they're going to call it first down with a bomb to the far sidelines. And once again, it's Philpott leaping into the air again. Philpott is on the card, by the way, but that's just if he catches a touchdown pass. I don't think it was him who caught that first one. I'm sorry. And then Letcher Jr. on underneath slant is about a yard short of the first down, but I'm sure they can easily take care of that. All right, let's Yep, that's what I thought. It was just 2 rushing touchdowns by the QBs. And Caleb Evans will just kind of lean forward and get the first down. He will get his helmet knocked off in the process, and he'll holler a couple other things at the person who came in and gave him a parting shot. All right. Oh, damn, we're getting close, aren't we? We actually have the clock moving again, so I need to plan ahead. And now they actually get some running action over the near side. All right, and that's Fletcher. Manages to get 6. I just need to look something up real quick. I can't wait to see who in the NFL hires Jason Moss when all this is said and done. And it's Philpott once again leaping in the air. Yeah, Philpott is just launching himself into the air to grab these, and nobody is sticking with him in defense. They're down now to the Ottawa 24, about 4:33 to go in the first quarter. This could be done pretty quickly. Fajardo will fake the handoff and then overthrow an open receiver. Looking for Reggie White. No, not that one. But a rare 2nd and long now for Montreal. Or at least rare for tonight. And yes, we did get points off a turnover on the same drive, so you can mark that off. Fajardo's pocket briefly collapses, and I think we're going to have a holding call. Another toss out to Philpott to save the major damage, but once again, I think Montreal is going to get pushed back by a holding penalty. Oh, they have declined the penalty because they want to force the issue with the 3rd down. dang. It looks like the defense technically did something. Yeah, I'm willing to check it off for that. The defense did something. Mark it off on your cards. All right, this should be a gimme at 30 yards. And it is good. Dang it. All right, we are at now 17-0. Oh yeah, we are certainly celebrating this score right now. You have no idea. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, that's where that is. Gotcha. All right, sorry, don't mind me, just fixing stuff on the bingo list. Oh. Yeah, we're already getting into the sarcastic spaces. I have a feeling we might reach deep hurting sooner than we want to. Especially considering how optimistic Ottawa seemed after that victory last week. Yeah, it may have been over Winnipeg, but, you know, they didn't get many of those last year. All right, here we go. Yes. Okay. Team philosophy. Bill Withers will be smiling down from heaven. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm going to need somebody to lean on. And so on and so on and so on. Yeah. Oh, True North. You can always take as many vitamins as you need to try to forget the Canadian Reform Party. Yeah, he had a bad day. Big hit and a It was nearly right. It was nearly a second interception. Then the ball bounces off the defender's hands and right into the chest of the receiver who is coming back for the play. Holy hell. Yeah, is Justin Hardy. Justin Hardy wins by doing nothing. It was nearly clipped out of the air by Beverett. In fact, it may have been a little bit underthrown, but Beverett deflected it back to the receiver. Holy hell. Oh, all right. That definitely evens things out for how this game has started. A 17-0 rout. Yeah, who cares? We had a positive thing happen for Ottawa by accident. All right, they tighten up the formation, and Montreal does not bite. It'll get maybe a gain of 2. And they're coming out to rub it in his face as much as possible. We are just now getting to introducing the Montreal starting defense. That's how little they have been on the field. Here we stand, 2nd and 8. They have made it to the Montreal 45. I want to say it's the farthest they've made it down the field this whole game. They only rushed 3, Montreal. And once again, Montreal just taking away the passing lanes, 3rd and 8. Probably not Rouge time, but I will keep my fingers crossed. Yeah, they're probably going to aim for a high one to pin them inside the 15. Oh, no, this is going back into the end zone. And now they have to... Ah! He took the knee. We got the Rouge. Congratulations, everybody. We got the one decent thing out of tonight. Rouge. All right. It's official. Tonight is getting much better minute by minute. Yeah, I think right now, it was my understanding that they were starting to pull money from certain races to preserve others. Meanwhile, Alouettes were able to twist out of one tackle, get caught up immediately by number 94, Maudlin. Maudlin the fourth. Forgive me. Lose Richmond and North Allerton. Yeah, I'm thinking that may be the one of the seats that he's trying to save, just so he can continue to pull his check. Meantime, good job by the defense coming in and stacking up, keeping them from getting any further than 5 yards, and an actual defensive stop by Ottawa, here in the first quarter. That's the first time that they've been able to do that. Well, we can hope, True North. We can hope. I mean, we gotta run one more play because. Oh, go for it, Luke. Go for it. Any opportunity to mock, yeah, we will take it. And with that return, maybe about 10 yards on it. They start near the 40. We'll take our little pause for the cause. We'll be back for second quarter of Thursday Night Football, the only football that matters, which is the CFL, right here on Another Stupid Sports Show. Thanks for tuning in. Back we come for another stupid sports show. Cody Fajardo, I'm sure, talking to a very important person on the on-field phone. They're probably telling him how much of a cool guy he is and giving him a thumbs up. All right, well, at least they made it to the 41. I have a couple of fakes handoffs, and there'll be a quick dump off with one offensive lineman in front, but unfortunately, they had a dude coming from behind. I believe that was either Beverett or Hill, who was rushing in there after pressuring the QB to make the tackle on Armstead. All right, that is saved. Meanwhile, these are the spots that we have so far. It's not many, but hey, it's at least something. 2nd and 7 now. They're making a lot of noise in Montreal. Quick rush off of the snap, but Brown managed to get the completion. They got the first down. There's also a flag. Oh no, are they going to get a... And they're just going to take it because it's a 15-yard gain. They only got a few more on that. Unblocked. Oh, it's because he hit him below the knee. All right. And they'll go over the middle from 1st and 10 to the 43, and a deep strike to Hardy into Montreal territory. All right, starting from the far slot, cut over at the 30, and damn, just lays down at the 23. More noise now from the Alouettes fans. They thought they were going to have it easy tonight. Oh no, Oh no, Drew Brown did lose. It's not an incomplete. It is a strip sack and a fumble. There is a flag on the field, however. Again, the edge pressure from the Alouettes. Not sure what the flag is for. And appears that everybody else has forgotten about it as well, so they can follow Sankey down the sideline with his football. All right, there we go. Sack, and we get strip sack as well. Damn. And the woe continues for Ottawa in the game tonight. There you are, strip sack. Oh, don't forget, we are one. And with that, we are one turnover away from hitting the over 2.5 turnovers in this game. Speaking of which, I should check my card in a moment. Oh, maybe someday we'll be lucky enough to get the 1-0 game. I'm not sure if that'll be any day soon, but maybe when it's more of an endurance drive underneath the 120-degree temperatures in wonderful old Canada. And it truly is an effort to get down the field if you survive. So more often than not, it's the kickers that have to score. All right. Is there anything else we can check off? No procedure. Honestly, we can put up a lot of what a catch just for everything that Philpott has been doing tonight. Man is like working in zero gravity right now. That is how he's looking out on the field. It's almost one of those situations where you wonder, I wonder how he hasn't been snagged by the NFL yet. Once again, all the time for Fajardo in the pocket and Cody Philpott with a catch along the sidelines. All right, I guess it's time for us to run the score up a little bit. I just wonder if are they going to take the starters out at halftime? Is that all that Montreal is going to do, is just run up the score in the first half and then say, all right, we dare you? Quick dump off. Enough of a block to allow Julian Grant 6 yards. Second and 4 coming up. And oh, damn. Second and 4, they have crossed the center line. And his defender fell down. Julian Grant just runs right out of bounds. Woof. They are just humiliating Ottawa tonight. And now we have a stoppage in play. I don't know what for. And they may have tried to just get it. Oh my goodness, he might have gotten away with no feet in bounds. I thought he had just hit the sideline. They're going to rule him in. All right, 1st and 10. And once again, Fajardo is on the run. He will get brought down from behind this time. Only a gain of 2. Number 61, Tahala, making the tackle for the Redblacks. In pursuit. Besides, if the game ends on this score, it means that the rest of the game is going to be absolute torture. So yeah, don't wish that on me tonight. I already had to survive the lightning delay last week. Well, they've decided to blitz, and they overrun and give Fajardo a lane to get inside the 20, down to the 10. It's only a random arm that chops him down at the 6 that saves another rushing touchdown. Yeah, just number. Yeah, one of the linebackers overcommits a certain direction and just leaves Fajardo free and clear to cut it. Okay. First and goal from the Ottawa 8. Oh my goodness, an actual running play, and it doesn't do anything. How many yards do they even have on the ground right now? Yeah, Fajardo has the most rushing yards of anybody on Montreal right now. All right, down to 9:37 to go. Fajardo looking the far side of the field and quickly over the middle, knocked down. Looking for Philpott, but number 41 for Ottawa comes in to break that up at the last second. Yeah. He had enough separation when Fajardo decided to make the pass, but then Tobias Harris diving in as soon as the throw gets released to prevent that touchdown. All right, 14-yard attempt for Cody. All right. So we're not going to end this 17-1. We will probably end it, I don't know, 20-3. Oh. Oh, well. What the hell? Let's see. Do I have anything else? Oh, I did get this. I did get the same drive. I got the what the catch. Cool. Oh, I hadn't put it on the list, had I? Nope. No, I hadn't. Oh, yep. Forgot to put on fumble as well. I'm just missing everything. Thank goodness for the long, luxurious commercial breaks provided to us by CFL Plus. And as long as I'm in a thankful mood, I will give another shout out to our sponsor for tonight, the Home Depot, North America's leading hardware and home improvement retailer. 200 locations across the least shameful parts of the North American continent and now in Assumption, Illinois. Thank you again to the Home Depot for sponsoring us here on another Stupid Sports Show for these wonderful Thursday night CFL games. All right. And I don't know who this is. It's a famous Canadian women's hockey player. Marie-Philippe Poulin. Okay. It'll be another throw to pitch to Armstead. And he gets brought down after a gain of 8. Johnson, one of the two, getting in on that tackle. We're down to under 9 minutes to go. Can they make 2nd and 2? I would think this wouldn't be a problem. But Ottawa has been doing a great job at proving me wrong when I decide to have confidence in them. Meantime, they lose the ball again. That is the 3rd turnover, another fumble. Holy hell. Ottawa, what is going on? I don't even know when the hell he lost it, but yeah. If you have over 2.5 turnovers in this game, check that off on your damn cards. Yeah, it popped off somewhere in the process of him being tackled, and it just bounced through people's legs for a couple seconds. Yeah, I think he was out. He had only landed on players, not the turf. So, oh, this is a rough night for the Redblacks. And look who it is, Tyrese Beverett, who gets that fumble recovery. All right, Fajardo will pump once. Now he's going for an all-in-one, and Philpott falls down before he gets in. Oh, no, they're counting it. Oh, my goodness. They're just, I think that is what they're going to do. They're just going to score all the points and then put in the backups at halftime. And by the way, that was a touchdown throw to Philpott. So, yeah. You can check off Philpott. You can also check off home QB gets first passing touchdown of the game, because the other ones were all run in. Melissa Danek of Langley, British Columbia has 50,000 more rewards points that she can spend on something wonderful, I assume. And yeah, Montreal, they are stomping these dudes. And he slides into the end zone. Wow. Yeah, I'm willing to check off deep hurting early, I think. Although I assume that the Ottawa Redblacks fan base is a healthy community on the internet, this, I feel, would be rough for any team to have to deal with, especially for what Ottawa has done in this game, which is essentially sabotage themselves, and when they haven't sabotaged themselves, they have coughed up the ball. All right, did I get the over? Oh, no, I did not get the over and add that yet. Can't believe we already made the over. Oh, this game. Now, if we had anything else completely stupid happen, Cardinals still competitive with the Giants 5-3 at the end of the third. Other than that, I'm just going to assume yeah, there feels like there's a bit more parity in the American League, and then I forgot about the West. And the Astros are now 8 games behind the Mariners. Who the hell would have thought? Okay. And there's another return coming out. Spins through the first wave of tacklers. Cannot spin through the second, however, but does make it to around the 50. All right. Great return for number 17, Redmond. Yeah, Devontae Dedmon. And some good blocking on the return. It with number 4 Gage coming off of his first initial block to come back and make the tackle. All right, Brown has to run away, escape the pocket, and throw it out of bounds, incomplete. Oh, yeah, well, we haven't said many people's names tonight because the Redblacks have been giving the ball away a lot. Dominique Grimes, I don't think, has had a single reception tonight. Second and 10. Ottawa needs anything, something, an occasion, a happenstance, an occurrence. And Brown is going for it, nearly picked again. Oh. I'm not even sure what part of the route that was supposed to be meeting the receiver at. It just looked like a badly timed throw. All right, this punt will get the returner back to the 10. Ducks through to the 15, spun around down at the 17. All right, they need something good to show, so they're going to do highlights of Tyson Philpott from this game, and don't worry, there's plenty to do. There's plenty of those. Yeah, it's a combination of him having great abilities and the Redblacks secondary. They've had their moments, but yeah, Tyson Philpott has 145 yards in receiving tonight. So that's where we are in this game. From their own 18-yard line, they will have a decent cut out by Fletcher to gain 7 on the ground. Brought down with Pickett coming to contribute on the tackle. And dang. I was hoping for a lot more from Ottawa. And oh my goodness, a first down gained by Montreal on the ground by a running back. We have to get specific to look for interesting things that we in this game. Nearly down to 5 minutes now. Are we actually going to get more running plays? They'll fake this one. And Fajardo, he's going to try to pump it again. And Julian Grant through coverage. Now in Redblacks territory. Yeah. Deep hurting, folks. Deep hurting. Man, I don't even care that we're not out of the second half yet. Montreal, this is... They... Like, they're just... This is just desecration at this point. He was already down when he lost the ball. Sorry. I know Ottawa really needs something, but nobody was going to call that. Oh, yeah. Elks Lions with a 10 p.m. estimated start time. Mm-hmm. Oh, that is... That's going to be a good time. All right, 2nd and 5. And once again, Philpott hangs on. Are they going to mark him short or? Nope. No cheers, so they'll quickly set up the. Oh my goodness. Did they get it? Did they get them? Oh. Did they get it though? They're not indicating it right now. I guess they're bringing out the chains. I haven't heard any roar of celebration. We've actually got a clock stoppage at 3:06. So we're going to have at least one more play before we get this second half really counted down with the 3 minutes in heaven, and that is a lot of chain. We have a turnover on downs, a big defensive stop by Ottawa. And now we have a flag during dead ball time. Come on. Oh no. I think we're going to have some misconduct, folks. Oh my God. They get the stoppage. They force the turnover on downs. Hi, John Jay. Ottawa has been cutting themselves off at the knees the entire night. Penalty after penalty, fumble after fumble. It's been a rough time. Are your Cardinals doing all right? Yeah. Still holding off the Giants for right now, as far as I can see, and they're back to their own 11. Oh. And then Rhymes gets his first real catch and decides that he needs to get up in Sankey's face about it. Oh hell. Do not give the referees any more reasons to get involved in this game, guys. Come on. They've already done enough. Yeah, just do me a favor. Just make sure the Cardinals beat the Cubs whenever you can. It never fails to bring light to my day. Thank you. That is from the single rouge that they managed to get. I didn't think they would try to punt that far and would just go to pin Montreal, but they overshot with their kick and end up crossing in the end zone, and Montreal was just like, okay, bet, and kneeled. Oh, poor maple syrup team. All right, now where is turnover on downs? Okay, there it is on that list. There it is over there. I didn't think I would. actually be checking that off at any point tonight, but, well, prove me wrong. And actually marking a turnover on downs, too. Who the hell would have thought? All right, get a quick throw to number 84. He has some room on the far sidelines, and he's able to run out of bounds past the 30 at least. So with a gain of 18, they've made it to a decent part of the field now. Gonna try to get things going. They have to change the play, but with all the clowns that are at the Montreal Stadium, it's a little bit difficult. And a great job by the defense at number 91. Loss of 6 on that tackle. Running play completely blown up. Oh. Man. The edges for Ottawa have been an absolute garbage pile. Either that or the edge rushers for the Alouettes are top flight. Pyramid, Logan, is a very rare very rare penalty of a player leaving his feet to climb over other players, you know, like a human pyramid. Rare penalty, but we had it called, so that's why I decided to make for the stupid special penalty spot. Yeah, we haven't had a spear in a while. Doesn't seem like that happens very often. And meanwhile, Ottawa has to punt it away. And meanwhile, they're able to cut back, break through another tackle. However, the special teams folks missed the first time around, come back for the second tackle, and now there's a flag on the play. And there's some words you can't say on TV. And Montreal committed holdings, so there goes that great return. And yeah, for all those F-bombs, you can definitely check off he's not supposed to say that on TV. So now instead of fantastic field position, they have to start at their own 20. Oh, pyramid wasn't called this week. It got called last week. Sorry if I misconstrued that. Like, it's a penalty we've seen before, but we haven't had it called tonight. That's what I meant by that, Logan. Sorry. Oh, wow. Are they going to get at least one more score? Because, yeah, they may decide to just run it up. And they'll throw it a quick one underneath to Fletcher, who will get brought down before he makes it to the 40. Down to a minute, and Cody Fajardo, that time he is able, doesn't use his feet, but just buys the time. What do we have left in 49 seconds? even with quick pressure, they're not able to stop Fajardo, and that is Mr. Reggie White getting the catch and taking them across the center line. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm calling what a throw for that one, just because it ended up threading through a couple of pairs of defensive hands. All right. First fake. Meanwhile, a big hit from Griffin to stop that reception right in its path. Gain of 7. What do we have? We got the fumble, we got the interception, we got the sack. And then Fletcher got hit, but he's out of bounds. And what are they going to do with 9 seconds left? Are they just gonna take this lead into halftime, or are they gonna go for one more? They're down to the 37 of Ottawa right now. Oh no, they're just gonna run it. They're just gonna run it out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, they're just gonna take the field goal. No big deal. Oh. All right. This is David Cote again. Cote, forgive me. 38 yards on this field goal attempt. Yeah. That is a good solid punch to the liver to end this first half with. Wow. They're up 30-1 on the Ottawa Redblacks. Yeah, I don't think they care that it's already dead, True North. I do not think that they care. Oh. Well, I think we all could use a break from all of this. So, go get a snack, a drink, a smoke, whatever you gotta do, so we can come back and finish this bingo game that also happens to have football attached to it. It's another Stupid Sports Show on 106.9 Click FM. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.
Choke it up. pull it up.
only thing we're really concentrating on now is, will Ottawa's score remain 1 for the rest of regulation? It might be the only fun we get to have, depending on how this goes. Meanwhile, we'll have a reception at the 20-yard line. Unfortunately, they catch up at the 35 and drag them down. At the moment, I don't think Monty gives too much of a damn about the score. He's conked out on the sofa. We try this again from Ottawa 36. Let's see what they do to make this hurt. Cardinals are doubling up the Giants 6-3. All right. And finally, we get another running play, but Armstead is wrapped up by one of the linebackers before I can get back across. Murray will only allow him 2, maybe 3. So what do we do on 2nd and 7? They got to get out to the 46. They overload the slot receivers on the far side of the lineup. They get underneath to number 2. That is Hardy again across the 50. Another first down. This time for Ottawa, which has been a bit rare. I mean, I don't think they've even had 10 minutes of possession time yet in this game. So, yeah, he just pauses and they decide they're willing to give that up. Alouettes defense was sitting comfortably tight in zone. Not a care in the world. And they'll go with another run for Hardy on the option. He's going to switch it back in and will slide down. Wow. Yeah, he definitely got across center line. So where'd they grab him? At least inside the 50. Down to the 43. All right. Can Montreal keep this a 1-point game? Fake of the handoff by Brown, and now he's going to slide very early down to the 40. Okay. He might not have even gotten that because of where he chose to start sliding. Once again, the Alouettes not rushing many, but somehow still managing to scare Drew Brown out of the pocket. Well, you can check off home team over 200 yards passing. We definitely got that for sure during the first half. In fact, I think Montreal is about 5 yards short. Meanwhile, Hardy had a dude all over him. Cosby on the coverage. That's incomplete. 3rd and 7. Yeah, I think he might have actually knocked out of Hardy's hand before he could really complete the catch. All right. Lewis Ward has a 47-yard kick. And it's off the bar! Oh. There is a flag, but damn. Check off missed kick attempt if you have it. And Montreal commits unnecessary roughness and gives Ottawa a first down. Man. Folks, I don't think Ottawa's score is going to stay at 1 for much longer, and you have the Alouettes special teams to thank for that. All right, here he is, and I've no idea what he got called for. They had an arrow following him on the replay, but I couldn't see what he did. All right. They find room underneath and then dash in for the touchdown. That is Acklin on the reception. Holy hell. They did it. They did it. They ruined our wonderful score. Yeah. Congrats to Sheila Corey. Let's see what she won. Oh, it looks like a single-use espresso making machine, I think. Can't wait to see who gets dibs on the air fryer. Well, at least the kicker made the extra point. It is now 30-8. Are the Alouettes going to take the chance of trying to kill the clock with run plays? Oh, I hope so. That would just speed things along. Let us go to bed at a reasonable hour, maybe. Well, since we gotta wait anyway, hang on. I think we need this. Hang on. You're not enjoying the game either, are you? No, I didn't think so. All right. You've been here long enough, buddy. Be free. All right, we are back at it again. Yeah, somehow I can't get a figure on how he's feeling about the lost sweep and everything. Meanwhile, Letcher Jr. will do a decent return, get out to about the 30 or so. We've had to bring up the Cody Fajardo highlight reel again because there's been nothing else happening. Nothing at all. All right, all the option receivers on the far side of the line, and he held on to it longer just because he was looking for another great opportunity. Nothing doing on that side of the field. Incomplete. So thank you, the home deport, for encouraging us to stay up and stay alert doing stuff like this. The Home Depot, North America's leading hardware and home improvement retail store, now in Assumption, Illinois. Thank you again, the Home Depot, for sponsoring another stupid sports show. Cardi Fajardo has to make a loft out to the sideline, and meanwhile, the defender who took down Julian Grant on that play is, yeah, he injured something in the course of that, and looks like he is favoring his arm. Yeah, oh boy. Another glorious injury timeout. All right, yeah, we can definitely also check off 10 plus yard QB run. We got one of those as well from Cody Fajardo. In fact, yeah, it was a long run of 38 yards. So yeah, let's add this to the mix, as well as the fact that, yeah, they very easily got over 200 yards passing. I don't know why I didn't immediately add that as soon as we went to break. I mean, ideally, if they could have held on and just kept Ottawa's score at 1 point, I was going to declare everybody bingo winners if that happened. That seemed like the only fitting response. Meanwhile, Cardinals still holding on against the Giants. They're at 6-3 in the top of the 6th. Let's see, Cardinals haven't even gone to their bullpen yet. Starting pitchers still in. 3 runs, 2 walks, and 7 hits. 5 strikeouts as well for Andre Palante. Specifically American Ninja Warrior? Don't they have people in Canada that can run up ramps? And Hunter's getting his arm supported. Oh man, it might have been a dislocation in his shoulder. Oh yeah. Well, they got the stop. They forced the punch from Montreal. And this is going to be batted to the near side of the field, brought back at the 30. They're trying to cut back across to beat the defenders, and they end up just running into more. Will be tackled at the 28. As a bold strategy, it did not pay off. It worked earlier for the Alouettes, but I think that runner had a little bit more juice in him at the time. Okay. Yeah, that seems like definitely the best one to put in next. All right, Ottawa. Come on, keep this interesting. Armstead, meanwhile, was able to turn a corner, get the first down, and be run out of bounds at around the 42. Gets thrown into the advertising barriers, and the BFL is not going to be happy about losing those valuable eyes, especially here in the third quarter, the most important quarter of any football game. Okay, anything else? No. Meanwhile, Hardy gets in there completion. He'll be about 4 yards shy of the first down. Yeah, we got the what a throw. We got the turnover on downs. Honestly, the announcers don't sound very bored yet, so we haven't gotten quite there. Yeah, deep hurting we got. We haven't had a procedure penalty in the entire game, so yeah, I'm a little bit surprised by that. And then we get delay. Or as they say up in Canada, time count violation. Oh boy. The clown show is going, but as if you couldn't tell by the horns, 2nd and 11, Ottawa has been pushed back to their 41. He dashes ahead out of the pressure, squares up, going for his man wide open down the field, and Hardy down to the 16. Holy hell. Very much on Brown for feeling the pressure and knowing when it was time to leave the pocket and give himself a little more room. Found Hardy with the separation from his defender. And yeah. And they have not challenged it because they have to challenge the play. And they might not have gotten it off in time. Another time count. Oh my goodness. Every time, Ottawa. Oh. Radiohead said it best. You do it to yourself, and that's why it hurts. All right, they're down to 7:35 now. 1st and 15. They're back at the Montreal 22. Pressure coming from the edges again. Drew Brown has to run and gun, and it's off the receiver, Addison, in the end zone, incomplete. Oh, man. 2nd and 15 now for the Redblacks. I don't know if we need to cheer for the Ottawa comeback, but honestly, just marvel if the Alouettes defense allows that to happen. The Clowns are angry in Montreal. You can hear their honks of frustration on 2nd and 15. Bit of a delay, and they try underneath, but the receiver cannot hold. Looks like this is going to be another field goal. Maybe. Oh no, we did not get missed kick attempt, even though we definitely had one of those. Oh, and he misses again, and it gets kicked out of the back of the end zone for another Rouge. Folks, that is another field goal miss by the Ottawa kicker and Rouge number 2 for the Redblacks tonight. Oh, man. That's 2. Both of them have come from Ottawa, one from a kneeled punt received, and one just a missed field goal from, I think it was 30 yards. And I'll check the summary again just to make sure that yeah. Yeah, we're getting just a little bit of everything tonight, really. Now, how bad do the Alouettes want to make this in the last 20 odd minutes? How vindictive are they feeling? Mm, can't be too vindictive. I mean, they were able to hold Ottawa to a field goal on that play or on that drive. Oh, there. Waiting for things to resume. Kenzie Lalonde giving her down to earth reporting down the sideline. All right, we got Walter Fletcher out on the field. Let's see how much he gets a hold of the ball, or if Montreal decides, now they just want to run the score a little bit more. From the 40, most of the option on the far side of the field. Fajardo steps out of the pocket and might have gotten hit or something because that ball looked like it had a wobbly trajectory, incomplete. All right, 2nd and 10. Do I have anything else to give them? Nah, not right now. We definitely have had going for it on 3rd down and penalty declined. Have I gotten both of those in? Penalty declined, yes. Going for it on 3rd down, no. So let's fix that. Meanwhile, Montreal has to call timeout as Fajardo doesn't get things squared away before the snap. Okay. Didn't quite expect that. Yeah, all I need is a special teams touchdown in order to get bingo right now. I mean, Dedmon could be good for that, but right now it's the rest of the team that worries me. All right, 2nd and 10. They rush 5. Fajardo has the time and is knocked down by number 41 again. Harris getting in there to disrupt things, and Ottawa forces a punt. There hasn't been any run game for the Alouettes, I think. Oh, yeah. Like, Ottawa's up to 48 yards rushing, and Alouettes only at 74. Meanwhile, there's a discussion going on between the coach and the referee. Oh, and we're getting another challenge for pass interference from Montreal. They're going to use up all of them in an effort to get this game done early. How would that have been pass interference? Like, he looked to be a bit more diving and trying to make a defensive stab at it than like interfering with the process of the catch. So that was how it looked from the last replay that they gave. I mean, unless there's another camera that we're missing right now with another behind the back tug, looks like this one is not going to overturn, or in this case, institute Another pass interference penalty where it wasn't called. And up, CFL Plus is still going. Crowd has not calmed down. I still love the zombie crowd space, but we haven't had one really come back yet. Maybe soon. Maybe soon. And yeah, I think we've had at least one QB sneak. I've been looking away when it happened, but I know the short yardage QB has been in at least once for Montreal. So we'll just add that on. Hopefully we can get somebody out there. Bingo. Link should still be up in chat. I will double check that right now. Some men are just looking for a return to the good old days when there were CFL games that would have 5 total rouges by both teams. So what do we get? Ruling stands, and Montreal loses their last time out to the challenge. All right, so now the punt will be sent away. Can we get another rouge? Lots of pressure. And the guy gets shoved forwards into a no yards penalty, perhaps, or maybe they're actually going to call a block in the back, because I saw one of the Alouette players get rolled forward. Hey, that's a bullshit call, man. Yeah, I heard that too. And it's again Ottawa getting themselves with a holding call. Ugh. And it's not even really a fact that I want to root for Ottawa. Just the number of times that Ottawa has broken their own back tonight committing penalties. Oh yeah. Right now, I mean, they're leading on penalties 7-5. But still, that is too many, and they have come at the worst times. Armstead gets angled very quickly out of bounds, only gained 2. We're down to 5:34. Yeah, Beverett was able to push him further to find the edge and keep him from getting upfield. All right. Montreal threatens an extra rush from the far side. They add one more. Brown has to launch it. Dominique Rhymes. Sliding catch. Wow. Decides to just cut up the middle and get into Montreal territory to their 44. Wow. Big rush by the Redblacks, and they take advantage of that with a pass right over the middle, gain of 7. Acklin gets tackled. They're down to their 35. Oh, True North, it never gets old. Unfortunately, American live mics are far more monitored, and I'm pretty sure on a 7-second delay just to prevent anything like that from happening. It's I have to assume it's how a lot of people learn to lip read. Meanwhile, they get the big line out there, and a great job by Armstead to unbobble that catch and move the chains with a first down. In fact, you know what? I am just going to put down ball control for the entirety of the Ottawa Redblacks tonight. All right, fresh set of downs. They're now down to the 31 of the Alouettes. Looking for another quick one up the middle, and they get it from Addison. Another first down for Ottawa. I was not expecting them to actually get their act together, but good job of dodging the contact at the end of that play. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. Dodging the crossing route, and Murray has his hands all over Rhymes. Incomplete. Oh, yeah, they're trying to whoop things up now in Montreal. They get the DMX playing. And now the Clowns are getting restless. You can hear them honk. A decently sustained drive by Ottawa, which they haven't been able to put together very many of. They're about to lose their last time out to another time count. Wow. It's those Clowns, man. Once they get in your head, they never leave. And if you all think I'm kidding, I'm not. There just been relentless honking coming out of the stands at the Redblacks Alouettes game tonight. Yeah, they're down 3 touchdowns. They're going to try another launch, and no one was there. They sent Murray diving for that one. I don't even know who they were targeting. Might have been Rhymes, but yeah, he was at least 10 yards away. All right, let's take a look at what the hell this play was supposed to be. I'm wondering if there was some kind of miscommunication about who was supposed to be in that part of the field, because every single one of them had their back turned. All right, Ward, what are you going to do this time? Holy crap, he actually made the field goal. All right, the Ottawa Redblacks have made it into double digits. I don't think we should really look into that too deeply. It could always be worse, I suppose. I mean, Montreal could get up into the 50s before we end this. That could make it pretty painful. All right, Fajardo and company from their own 40. Can we get another painful touchdown? They only send out 2 people in motion, and Julian Grant makes one dude miss on the initial tackle, runs it to the Redblacks 39. Oh, they are honking with glee in Montreal. go, Julian Grant. First big miss as he turns back to the inside. Skips out of the arms of another and now has 108 yards tonight. Meanwhile, the Alouettes run for 3. Yeah, decent home opener, I would imagine. Unveil your championship trophy and your banner, and yeah, beat the snot out of your opponent. Oh, that's right, they were at 9 points. How could I forget? What do we got for the last? Oh my God, an actual big run by Fletcher. And he'll get first down, 14 yards. We've got to have at least one more play finish off before this third quarter is over, so let's just pretend something interesting has happened. Are they going to let it die? No, they can't, right? Majardo is going to go for unloaded again, and it's Julian Grant who's going to, I'm not sure where they're going to put him because he was kind of fighting for possession as he's getting dragged backwards. But we'll find out at the beginning of the fourth quarter. We need to take a pause for the cause to further drain the pain from our bodies. Do what you got to do, folks. I will see you in just a little while on 106.9 Click FM. Another stupid sports show. We got to get at least one big on this CFL game. I know, quickest damn smoke in the world, right? But they don't waste time here in the CFL, and if you're behind, you get left behind. All right, Drew Brown and company. Will you get the opportunity? Meantime, Caleb Evans is going to sneak through and get a first down. Yep. Got all 2 of those yards. And now, yeah, We just wait for the clock to melt. Another fake run. They'll throw it to him, and Julian Grant was not quite expecting that. Incomplete. There's a little bit of pressure coming in, but for the most part, Fajardo hasn't really been bothered tonight. And he's had the legs to deal with it when he has. All right, 2nd and 10. Once again, a very rare sight for Montreal today. They get all the pressure in and then just loop it through, and another catch. This one White for the touchdown. We might have another roughing the passer or pass interference call coming in on Ottawa, because that would just make the most sense at this point. How many passing yards does Drew Brown have? Illegal contact on Ottawa? That ought to be just revoked immediately. Wow, Drew Brown has managed to reach 236 yards tonight, 15 for 25, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Cody Fajardo, meanwhile, 24 for 30 with 347 yards and a couple of big runs. Holy crap, what did I even put for the away? And yeah, of course they made the point after. Of course they did. So now it is a 25-point lead for the Montreal Alouettes, and we have far too long to go before this is done. 257 yards. Jess, honestly, I don't see why not. The Alouettes defense has decided to sit just a little bit back because they've got the, well, as you can see right over here, the pretty good lead all the time in the world. Yeah, 21 yards should not be a big deal for Drew Brown. Not at all. Especially with, 13 minutes and, 3 minutes in heaven. That is forever when it comes to the fourth quarter in a CFL game. I would say it's easy money. Is everything else landing in your parlay? Because I'm not going to attest to any of that hitting, but I think you can make 257 pass yards from Drew Brown. Tyson line was 65.5. Okay. All the separation. Right in front of the Bud Light Beer Garden, too. No problem, Jess. Enjoy your night. And as Deadmint, the only hope we have for a touchdown, he has a block. He has a couple blockers. Can he push through this one? He has skipped one, and there it is. Special teams touchdown. Deadmint all the way back. No flags. And I am very sorry, folks, but I just got bingo. card 17. Interception, special teams touchdown, kickoff, turnover on downs, and fumble. Yeah. Last defender coming in at a fast angle. He just lets the guy dive in front of him with a brief slowdown. Bernadette Granville from Fort McMurray, Alberta. Enjoy. Oh, God, did they just give... I don't know what the hell they just gave away. But yeah, Ottawa, I think, is going for the 2-point conversion. Yes, they're going for the 2-point conversion. So we can mark that off. And, oh my God, the receiver reacted late. Dude was open, had plenty of space, but it got deflected at the line. He may not have even been going for him. Ooh, well, 2-point conversion fails, so mark that off on your bingo card as well, along with special teams touchdown. Damn, we are getting so much thrown at us tonight. Yeah, so Wahoo, special teams touchdown, 2-point conversion fails. At Ottawa, they take away with one hand, but then they give so much more with the other. Oh. Thank you, Jess. Hopefully they get one more offensive drive to actually get those 21 yards, and if they don't, I'm sorry. Montreal's been clamping down all night. I didn't think they were actually going to give up a special teams TD like that. Even though Redmond did a lot for them last week during the Winnipeg game, I was expecting more out of Montreal. All right, have we got that saved? And let me see if there's another card I can get that will... that we can find a bingo on, because screw it. Oh, meanwhile, Bev Lorette from Merritt, BC is a potential winner for the $1 million touchdown to win today's game. So where does this kick go? They try to get it over to the far side of the field. Drops quickly at the 25. Initial tackle is blown through. And then yanked down is Mr. Letcher Jr. around the 41. Yeah, and apparently he is the highlight of their team. Oof. Yeah. And once again, where are you going to get actual kickoff returns? Except here in the CFL. I know they've changed it around for the NFL next year, but I don't see it going well. I really don't. They will find some way to screw it up, I am positive. Meanwhile, quick grab by Reggie White Jr., duck out of bounds for small gain, but hey, they are not expecting too much at the moment. All right, down to 2nd and 6. Jason Moss, the head coach for the Alouettes, doesn't look too concerned right now. And they're definitely not taking their time snapping the ball. Fajardo's going to launch it. And, yeah, he draws that flag. Yep, again. And it's number 41 for Ottawa, who I've picked out for making some great defensive efforts, but spot foul across the center line, automatic first down. You do it to yourself, and that's why it hurts, Ottawa. All right, Fletcher, meanwhile, has cut a corner and managed to get a first down after a single run. I guess the bright side is if they score rather quickly, then we can get Drew Brown back on the field and Jess can win his parlay. Now, where are the yards going? I don't think they'll get over 107. Oh, God, have they even made it to 100? Let's check those stats again. And yeah, Montreal Alouettes almost at 100 yards. Ottawa 50. Meanwhile, Fletcher ends up getting tackled for a loss on that play. What I have visiting team under 350 yards passing. Oh my goodness. How do they get them back down to 236? Come on. Oh, that's right. The losses. All right, where Fajardo gets hit quick and not enough time to make contact with White. He's going to be marked down just shy of the goal, I think. Yeah. And it's just a desperation throw from Fajardo to avoid the contact. Yeah, I think they're going to end up rewarding him a touchdown because there's a good chance he caught that crossing the plane. Oh, that could be the second passing touchdown for Reggie White Jr. Expediter review. We have another touchdown for Montreal. And now, 9:34 to go. And Gail Carlton from BC. There have been a lot of winners from the $1 Million Touchdown to Win sweepstakes who have been from British Columbia tonight. So, yeah, British Columbia, enjoy your new prizes. You've earned it. And now they're just singing the stands at this point. There's not a lot else to be said. Under 10 minutes. And Reggie White Jr. has 2 passing touchdown receptions for the Montreal Alouettes. All right, Drew Brown. Now, I know that this is kind of a rough situation right now, but it's very important that you do not make me look stupid in front of Jess, because I never had, people I don't recognize on a regular basis come into chat and ask me serious opinions about whether someone can meet a parlay. So I'd appreciate it, Drew Brown. Thank you very much in advance. Oh, yeah, we're definitely not getting more than 2.5 lead changes unless something goes very, 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 very badly for Montreal in the last 3 minutes of this game. And I don't foresee that being the case. Mark off that special teams touchdown. Thankfully, no objectionable contacts. Still no procedure penalties, which, once again, I am just shocked by. We have managed to reach the summer solstice, which, if I was feeling really brave, I would drive down to observe in Chicago, but I don't know if I'm feeling that brave. If only because getting up early and driving on a highway just to be able to watch the sunrise through the buildings in Chicago. Yeah. It's a weird phenomenon called Chicago Henge. At the solstices, the rising and setting sun in Chicago basically perfectly falls within the buildings because of how it was built and lined up. So, Drew Brown is possibly just now getting an opportunity to come back out on the field since Dredmond ended up running one all the way back for a TD and then got tackled into his own teammate. Meanwhile, the Clowns are going bonkers out in Montreal. Their team is up by, 26 points, forgive me. Drew Brown, it will send 4 people in option. He'll take it out of the gun, and he'll get sacked. From the edge is where Montreal has been racing all night. Jess, if you go to CFL.ca, there is actually something called CFL Plus. And for any games that are not on the CBS Sports Network, and they'll actually have a chart somewhere else on the site that'll tell you which ones will be and which ones won't, the odds are good you'll catch it for free. All you have to do is enter your email address on the CFL Plus site, and you get to watch the games. You don't have to pay anything. There's nothing else you have to do. All right, well, they get a few of those back, so maybe he gained about 5 total, but they will have to punt it away. Oh, no, are they actually going for it? No, they're going for it. They're going for it on 3rd down. We could have another turnover on downs here, folks. 3rd and 6. And yeah, Fajardo gets sacked again. They didn't even rush that many this time. Oh, turnover on downs again. Ottawa, why you got to make me look bad in front of Jess? You know, in such a pass-happy game. Right now, I don't think the issue is with Drew Brown. It's more of the Ottawa offensive line. Like I said, they have had trouble dealing with the extra pressure that Montreal has been throwing at them all evening, especially for the edge rushers. Brown's been doing his best, but yeah, 44-18. Montreal right now, I think, is going for a kill shot. Like, they want a touchdown. They want to they want 50 points for their home opener right now. Meanwhile, the Giants have clawed back to within one against the Cardinals in the mid-8th. Yeah, only 3 downs in the CFL. Meanwhile, there'll be a handoff to Fletcher. He'll get maybe 9 before he's dragged down again. There is a flag, however. We will wait patiently to see what nonsense that will become. Oh, holding on Montreal. Okay. Oh, yeah, he did commit holding. Holy crap. Refs are doing all right tonight, apparently. First and 20 now from the Ottawa 43. So the defense accidentally did something. They overload the far side of the field. The pressure comes quickly, so they dump it underneath. Fletcher again, and a flag bounces out of the backfield. There are ways to do it. However, you have not yet been introduced to the concept of 3 minutes in heaven, which is when you get to the last 3 minutes of each half, the clock stops after every play, no matter the result. So you can't shoot clock up to a point, but at a certain point, you're just going to have to march through it at the end of the half. All right, flag is picked up. 2nd and 11. Down to the Ottawa 34. There's Phil Pott out on the far edge. 2 slot receivers inside. Fajardo drops back, and he will just throw it into the dirt as he saw everybody coming to get him. Meantime, we've got another Ottawa player down with a non-contact injury, grabbing his knee. And that's Maudlin. He's up now. So, yeah, he is favoring it very distinctly. They're going to have to give him time to get off the field. No kidding. Padres are beating the Brewers. He was going after Fajardo, and he tweaked his knee. Man, the Ottawa Redblacks are cursed at this point. I've got no other explanation. So it'll just be a 41-yard field goal attempt for Cote. And this will be true and through. They're going to have to work at it, but we have a very good chance of getting a 50 burger for Montreal. Now, can Ottawa please get some passing going? Oh, you all have already said enough. Between the lightning delays and the fact that I'm going to have to possibly sit through Game 7 while doing the music show. Meanwhile, we have an incomplete pass from Ottawa. We're looking for Dedmond. Oh no. They're trying to do with Dedmond what the goddamn Bears did with Devin Hester. Yeah. I mean, Drew's been doing some good stuff tonight. He's made some great great plays with his arm and with his feet to avoid pressure, but yeah, they just... All right, he was able to get that completion, but he's going to be down 2 yards shy of the first down. Cosby on the tackle there. Once again, still got 3 minutes in heaven, and we can have at least one possession change through that. Good catch by Dominique Grimes, by the way. Nabbing that one right around his knees. They're going for it on 3rd and 2. They're going to go for it. They're passing. Oh, my God. They ran for it on 3rd and 2, and y'all got a fresh set of downs to help Jess win his parlay. We're down to 4:50 to go in the 4th. Yeah, they handed it off to Dedman. Only a 4-man rush and a big hit. And the player is still down. So, Sankey, I wouldn't get too cocky yet because you might have just knocked somebody out of the game with a head injury. Yeah. Yeah, Ackland is screaming his head off. I'm assuming it is from the hit by Cosby. Sankey at the end of that play. There are some boos coming down. I'm not sure if anybody's going to get thrown out. All right, so who are these flags on? Yeah. So they're going to replay the hit over and over again. Moss enjoys it. It'll be offsetting misconduct fouls. Awesome. So here's 2nd down. So we need 3 yards. This we can do. I think this we can do. Ackles still wants a penalty. We are on 2nd down and 7 right now, Jess. Officially 4:15. We got Brown back in the gun. They rush 5. They get Drew moving, and I think he got your 3 yards. Martyr got forced out of bounds by the defender after about 5, but yeah. Assuming they don't get another sack, this should beat your parlay. Anything on top of here should be just adding on. And so they tried to run it again up the middle, but there is a flag. And I'm not sure on who. Montreal blew it with an offsides. Holy hell. Damn, he did too. It seemed like it would be much easier to not go offsides just because you get that. How How many yards does Drew have? I will check right now after this play. They only rushed 3 this time, and now it's a completion down to the 25. Yeah, Drew Brown's now at 255 officially, but yeah, we're going to get you. And this statistics might be a little bit behind because usually they don't update as fast on the TSN sites. Meanwhile, they have lost the snap, and that might take a few yards off. Oh my goodness. They got a 21-yard gain and then snap it over the QB's head. Yeah, probably delayed. He was trying to change things at the line, and they snapped the ball early. Armstead fell on top of it, but it's now 2nd and 23. We have hit the 3-minute warning. What? Yeah, we're definitely adding that one to this week's playlist. For sure. Yep, 3 minutes to literal heaven, as in us not having to watch the rest of this game anymore. Woof. Well, Montreal making a very good case for them being favorites for the Grey Cup so far from what I've seen in the beginning of this season. Ottawa, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. I just don't. All the penalties, man. Penalty after penalty after penalty. And you haven't even gone over 100 rushing yards yet. Thank you, MK. I appreciate that. So what is it next week? It was the... Oh, yeah. Elks versus the Lions. That's going to be an occurrence. Yeah, that's what I've got as well. So... And they're singing Country Roads, yeah. And I think that might have gotten it, maybe. The only competent footballing Lions. Thank you, Luke. Thank you. All right, officially 263 yards passing for Mr. Drew Brown. All right, Ward now has an attempt to disappoint us yet again, but he gets another field goal, so... Oh well, the humor of the situation has been ground down just a little bit finer. So down to 47-21. Lions versus Lions. Hey, maybe someday, when Canada absorbs, certain states as protection from the new Confederate States of America, could happen. Down to 2:32 left in the fourth, and once again, One of the great things about 3 minutes in heaven, clock stopping is also one of the things that can be the most heart-wrenching about it, is the fact that the clock keeps stopping. Oh, thanks, Jess. Plans have been developed. Well, I guess thank you, and I'd appreciate if my asylum application could get fast-tracked a little. All right, that kick will go to the 24. Out comes the delivery, and they step through one and then decide to just outright challenge another tackler and upend him. Out to the 44. So, at this point, I'm almost excited to see the Elks. Vernon Adams Jr. Let me see. I haven't gotten to watch Vernon Adams much this season. True North might be able to give you a better idea than that. He watches more of the CFL games than I do. And I think, as I remember it last year, actually the BC Lions were, I think, one of the two teams that were favored, and then Montreal came out of the West and just confused everybody. And yeah, I believe Vernon Adams Jr. was on the team last year. And meanwhile, it's Caleb Evans again. All right, we're getting some time taken off the clock now as we get some direct snap QB runs. Yeah, Fajardo's just sitting now. It's Evans at QB. They're going to challenge him quickly with some pressure off the line, and he gets a quick pass away to once again stop the clock. Not as good as other QBs, but team is good, very good defense. There you go, Jess. All right, thank goodness. We're down to the last minute 8. Evans is able to get the pass away, but it's a loss of 2. Are they going to go for it on 3rd down again? No bravery. Well, let me see. Well, they've been able to get at least 20 points a game. They've been able to get some up against the Argos. And unfortunately, Montreal does not get their own Rouge, but we do get a punt return out at the end zone. Really? Top offensive player last week. Oh, wow. This is how we know they were watching the Canadian channel, because they're doing a tribute to the Tragically Hip. Yeah, I feel comfortable marking off the rest of the yardage ones. So that's visiting team under 100 yards, home team under 175 yards rushing, and visiting team under 350 yards passing. So if you got any of those, definitely mark those off. That sounds like a good smart decision, Jess. Even though I'm not very much of a gambling person, for him it feels like that would be one to hold off. And and the Cardinals have held on to win. Good job. Keep things interesting over in the NL Central. All right, all right, Brown with his options. It's going to get batted down at the line. Yeah. Um, I don't know who the best pitcher in the MLB is. I do know that the best pitcher available before the trade deadline will be Garrett Crochet from the Chicago White Sox. So yeah, try to pick him up if your team has the room. Meanwhile, Fletcher Jr. will not get free of his tackler. Yeah, next week the Lions play the Elks. So, yeah, we are going to be we are going to be in for a time between those two teams. The Clowns are in full celebration out in Montreal. I'm not sure we can get too much else except for over 2.5 turnovers in the game. Yeah, we already got that in there. Under 2.5 lead changes, yes. And I think we only had under. I don't think we got to 2.5, 3 turnovers on downs. So that's where we can leave that. Yeah. 47-21 is now the final. Montreal beats Ottawa in the CFL. And unfortunately, I don't think anybody else was able to snag themselves a bingo. That's a damn shame. Maybe we will have better luck during the weekend or next week for the Elks and the Lions. But hey, we finished it out. We made it through this game. One way or another, we did it, and that's all that matters. But yeah, let's go do it for another stupid sports show tonight. Thank you all for stopping by, however long you did, playing bingo, catching up, contributing, whatever it may be. Yeah, I'm Jim B on 106.9 Click FM. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you tomorrow. And good night, Milwaukee, wherever you are.